my beautiful people. Is it better if I'm like this? Oh, okay, like that. I don't know if I'm gonna make it side. I can't do that, I don't think. Okay, is this good? For those of you who joined me for my first live, you know that I'm still figuring this out, but I'm on a bit of a mission, so I'm back and we're gonna do some skincare. Hi. Hi everyone joining. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. If it's the morning where you are, it's nighttime, so I'm gonna do a little skincare. I'm gonna remove my makeup. Do you ever do that right before you remove your makeup? It's time to do something a little crazy. That's exactly what I did. I did something a little crazy. And now I'm gonna take it all off. This makeup is kind of funny, but I do like to play around, especially at the end of the day. Tell me about the audio and tell me about the full screen. Does that work for you? And does it sound okay? I don't want to have to talk very loud, but I hope you can hear me. I'm gonna use one of these. Hi everyone. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Please give this live a thumbs up as soon as you can back it up as something you enjoy, because I want to know if you guys like live content, especially where I can show you things that I want to show you. Oh, I'm so happy. Hi, beautiful. Hi. Hi, Diana. Hi, Esther. How's everyone's day? Are you winding down like me? I'm just getting ready to spend some of my evening on the computer and editing, which is kind of a favorite of mine. I really like doing that. So, in order to feel comfortable for the rest of the evening, my makeup has to come off 100%. I need that comfortable feeling. And if you're just joining, I did do something kind of funny with my makeup. It's the perfect time to start a little creativity that you wouldn't normally wear right before you take off your makeup. Just go in there and do something kind of fun. I've done like kind of a routine on my hands now too, so I'm doing not only skincare on my face, but regularly I also take a little bit more care of the back of my hands. So I will put these products, the things that I'll use in this description, and if I can, I'll do it quicker rather than, I'll do it sooner rather than later. As soon as this is over, the products will be in the description. I'm gonna do what I always do and just talk you through some of the reasoning. This is very important to use some type of oil-based makeup remover. So I'm using this one from Pharmacy. It's like a little pot. And you need about a little more than that. About that much. I'll just do a couple swipes. Okay. I do run into a situation sometimes where I start this and then I realize I haven't taken off my lashes. So that these are reusable, I need to take these off because I don't want to get oil on them. I just pluck them off. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh, I don't want to pull like that. I think I thought that was a lash. And I think that was my real lash. Just be really, really careful. So there are so few occasions where I will actually set aside time to do like a full-on facial massage, but anytime you have oil or cream on your face, that's a really good time to not only try to get off your makeup, but to also like look at it like an actual massage. So that's what I start doing. This is my favorite makeup cleanser from Pharmacy. Let me know how you remove your makeup. What is your favorite cleanser? What is your favorite oil cleanser? This breaks down the makeup using heat and oil. And then once we have it all loosened, go in with a really good, really good cleanser. Okay, so the skin is pretty much done. And for the neck, I don't have any makeup on it, so I don't need to stress with a cleanser that is oily. I just need to move on to the eyes now. The neck will just get regular cleanser. Super light touch is so important. Barely touch my skin, like it's such a light contact. Excuse me. This is what it looks like halfway through. My eye makeup is so stubborn today. So what I'm gonna do is massage my skin with my cleanser. This is such a good one. Look at that editorial makeup. Editorial makeup looks like this when it's done. So you can just leave it like this, do a little Julia Fox. I'm gonna do fast motions. And this cleanser is amazing. I love it, but it's also very satisfying because the jug of it, it's an actual jug, and it lasts like months and months and months. For me, about a year, because I use two different brands. Okay, now I'm gonna rinse and then I'll show you, hopefully, oh, I forgot my neck. Hopefully this will remove everything. I think so, yay. I think it did. I I do think I got most of it off. Okay. There's a little bit left, but I can just remove that with a Q-tip. I feel so much better. Do you ever feel that once you wash your face? I think I had a really long day, and I think I'm just realizing it now. Okay, so the cleanser that I just used, this is amazing because it gets the skin clean, but it infuses it with some stuff that makes it feel calm at the same time. And I'm obsessed because it's huge. So I don't need a whole pump, I just need a little bit. And because I don't use a whole pump, this will last me like 9-10 months, which is very good. And one of those people, I do not like feeling like I have to go out and buy things often, because it's better to just get more when possible. Not every product you can get a value size, but when you can, I'm like, yes, I love this. Hope everyone had a good day today and a really good evening. Let me know if the sound is okay, if you guys are cool with this, because I'm using my iPhone. That's awesome. Thank you, Linka, for letting me know. Thank you, Mari. That's perfect. Okay, great. It's good to feel like you can hear me and I don't have to project, because it's quiet around here. It's really quiet around here right now. And I do want to say that there is something to be said for more liquidy treatments and using the things that are like essence or serum or water-based products as your active ingredient treatments, rather than looking for a cream with a active in it. And that's because these watery treatments, they go deeper into the skin. So this is the product I'm gonna use next. This is a glow toner. I wish you could see the writing against a white backdrop. This has niacinamide and a few other things that they don't quite tell you what they are, but there's some really good ingredients in here that resurface the skin. And because it's so watery, the skin just eats it right up. And that means you're gonna get really good benefit. This is from Charlotte Tilbury. And like I said, I'm going to, as soon as I finish washing my face, in the description of this live, you're gonna have the opportunity to just see exactly what I'm using. So I put this on some nights, I bring it all the way up under the eye, but I don't do that every single time. You have a lot of differences in the skin texture or thickness depending on the area. So the eye area is very fine skin. However, that doesn't mean that it shouldn't be encouraged to turn over. It just shouldn't be something that you're aggressive with. So I do use a cell turnover product underneath the eyes, but just once every 2 weeks, once every week at the very most. One thing that's really interesting to me is the products that have like lash serums that have any type of medical ingredient in them. So I'm not talking about castor oil, I'm talking about like lash serums that are more intense that you have to get from like a place that does facials or whatever, these have in the fine print some information that they left out. Isn't really highly well known, but it's important to consider. These can destroy the fat cells that are underneath the skin. Not this like castor oil natural vitamin ones, but I'm talking about lash serums that are medicated. They can destroy the fat cells over time around the eye area. So it's really important to consider, if you're not using a natural one, to just consider if you have fat cells around your eye to potentially spare, because that is in the fine print that can happen, which could really age the eyes. Some people have hooded eyes with a lot of fat pads there, so they may not find that to be a bad thing if they didn't want to have that, but it's just one of those pretty serious changes that could come from using these. And that is over an extended period of time, by the way. If you make the video full screen, does it become like, if you make it full screen in the corner, can like over here, does it like take up your phone size? Let me know. I'm very curious. I'm very inquisitive about the live stream thing. Okay, now, so did the oil cleanse and then I did the cleanser. So my skin is clean. I added an essence and active toner, so my skin is going and going and going on its cell turnover, which is exactly what will help to fade the dark spots and keep it softening and glowing. Beautiful. Okay, thank you so much, Jessica. Thank you, Maddie, Yara. Okay, beautiful. So now the skin needs some hydration, some nourishing something. And I'm gonna use this serum. I tried this because of somebody really cool. I'm gonna link her channel below once I'm done. This is needleless serum, and it has many different ceramides in it. It has niacinamide, a bunch of different treatments that will help the skin plump, hydrate, and restore the lipid or the barrier itself, which can help regulate the possibility of breaking out, meaning it's hydrating but also preventative. I'm gonna put this on, and if I have any left to spare, it goes on my hand like a cat. Right, oh, okay. Okay, so interesting. So as cool as it is to have the full phone screen, you can't chat if you have it on full screen. So this is what I want to know. Thank you for sharing. You guys are really helping me. How do I? Oh, yay. Okay. That's super cool. Now I can see all of your comments. So if you're just joining, I'm doing some skincare, and I have cleansed, use essence and oil cleansed, essence, serum. Now I will do, okay, I use serum. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is a good little moisturizer. I like a lot of the moisturizers from La Roche-Posay. I think I'm on like the last drop of this. I really hope I still have some. Oh yeah, I do. Okay. I'm gonna use about that much. And like when I started this routine, I was mentioning I don't really like set aside time to do facial massages very often. So I work it in to the skincare. So I'm gonna start to do that now, but I'm also going to add a step that you'll see in a second. There's so much fluid buildup in the face. There's so much potential for just like weight that just stays there. And it sounds funny because you think that your body just resets every night, but there are comfort zones and they can occur in the face. And when you have that kind of like fluid buildup and tension and you don't release it, you really do miss out on the beauty of your face, to be frank. I mean, I think that the better the blood flow, the better the kind of circulation, the less tension in your face, the more it is. I notice a big difference in like the sculpting. Like I can really see these cheeks, and yeah, I think it's important. Ooh, I like that, lady. Thank you for that tip about the paperclip. It's a good way to get the rest of the stuff out. Now, a lot of people have strong feelings about eye cream. Let me know if you think it's necessary, not necessary. I really like it. I really like it, and every single time that I could get my hands on a value size, again with this Kiehl's value size stuff, it really makes me happy. And this is the Creamy Avocado Eye Treatment. I made the mistake of like not taking it off very clean, so I have to do that, but I love this stuff because it's so thick. It is so different from any moisturizer that I use, so it feels totally necessary. A totally necessary step, but it is a bit of a comfort step for me. I know it's not objectively necessary. And I will show you an affordable dupe that I got, because I can't always get my hands on that. I use it like an eye mask underneath the eyes because in my house it can be a little dry sometimes. So if I leave this on, I'm always surprised to see how it can go from looking like this to absorbing entirely into the skin within a few minutes. This looks so funny. Yeah, so I heard eye cream is overpriced moisturizer. However, the one thing that is true is that because this area of the skin is so much more thin and delicate, the skin on the face uses a different, like, well, it has a different need. This skin, you know, it would really break out real bad if I were to use something this thick on it. So ultimately, eye cream is not important, but it is important to use something more occlusive or more rich. That would be for a more mature skin. I use this as a duplicate and it is really good. Like you can, I'm not sure that you'll see exactly the texture without feeling it, but it just like, it holds like it's super thick, almost like glue. And this is the CeraVe Skin Renewing Night Cream. I will link all of these products below. This is one that I find, just put a little bit under. I just find that it almost feels exactly like the Kiehl's one. Not pound for pound, but just it has that same thickness, and this is so cheap. So I like that as a dupe. And you can see it's almost starting to absorb, almost. Hi everyone who's just joining. Yeah, you notice a difference too, eh, with the eye cream? I like it. I like it a lot. Please give this live a thumbs up if you're excited about lives like I am. I think it's so cool. I like hanging out with you guys and spending a little time at the end of the day doing some skincare with friends is a real luxury. How do I do that? So if I've ever had a product that has like wowed me and been the answer to something I was already like, damn it, why is there not something like this? This. I've been that person with really chapped lips before who's like, the lip balm's not doing anything. And it's not that lip balm doesn't do anything, it's just that sometimes you sense that your skin doesn't need oil, it doesn't need like a shellac of Vaseline, because all you're doing is locking in the lack of vitality and hydration. However, this is something that behaves almost identical to like a face serum. It has a little more grip and a little more of a gel-like texture than a serum, but it is entirely hydrating. And it has these little beads. Can you see like this little bead? It has a bunch of those and they kind of explode, and as you as you put them across your lips, and I don't know if it's collagen, I don't know, but they call it lip collagen, liquid lip collagen. And it's from Algenist. It'll be in the description, but this is like absolutely essential to making sure that my lips don't get chapped, and it just provides everything that an oil doesn't. It's hydrating and moisturizing. So naturally, in the first 2 weeks of my cycle, so right after my period and then up to ovulation, there's like a growing level of estrogen, and that means that there's more oil. I don't know what controls oil, but there's more oil in that first period of time in the month. But now I'm in like the last period of the month, and there's less oil in the skin during this time. And that's because your body isn't producing as much because of the hormones involved. So this time of month, I definitely can handle adding oil, but in the first 2 weeks, I can't handle it because it will be too heavy and it will make me break out. I'm gonna just add a little bit since it's the right time for me. And then once it's spread across the skin, this is exactly when you can start to massage the face. Thank you guys for helping each other. I can see you guys are helping each other with some of your questions. I can't wait to read the chat once you and I both settle in. I'm gonna just see what you guys have to say, because I am winding down and I'm focused on the skincare. I hope you guys are enjoying. If you're just joining, we're doing some skincare. I'm sharing some of my tips and the products that have really helped. I'm in a phase where my skin's kind of at the, like, not worse, but just it's in a state because I just had a lot going on with the holidays and stuff. So I'm in a good place with my skincare routine when this is like the before because I usually don't have any discoloration or anything like that, but I've come a long way from having giant painful pimples. I always get them in the same exact pore, you know, right in the crease of the nose or right in the middle of my chin, my forehead, all the bumps. Now all of that is much better. So now you can see the skin is, you want to focus on your skin, right? You want your face to have the right complexion, the one that makes you feel like you look healthy and like yourself. You may overlook at times the neck and the décolleté, the chest, or the hands, sure. But another element that I'm really focusing on is posture and the neck. Not just a like, my posture's so bad, I need to fix it, but actually identifying the tension that's there. So I will do the same thing that I do to my face and just kind of massage it, but I'll do that for my neck. And that's because the spine itself has a lot of potential to, like, as you hunch over and like are on your phone, I don't know if that's when or how it happens, but it actually has a lot of potential to hold fluid, just like the face. So of course there's tension in there, but there's also fluid. And that spine of yours, that spine of mine, is actually responsible for a lot of the well-being that we have or don't have. So paying attention like to it from a beauty perspective is interesting, but also from a health and wellness perspective. And I notice, I was thinking about doing like a bridal makeup look. And one of the things I wanna talk about is like just kind of the work I'm doing on getting my neck in a healthier place. And it is another beautifying thing when you massage it, and just make sure that you pay attention. I deal with back pain, and I'm sure some of you know what that's like. So it's really, really important. If you get red from massage, yeah, I can see I have like a lot. It's probably because I've been doing a lot of work on the computer. If you close your eyes and you do like a head spin this way, like around the back, if you can hear little crunchy sounds, you should close your eyes when you do that, and just, if you can hear crunchy sounds, that's some indication that there's like fluid buildup. Not just tension, not just knots, but actual like fluid living there that needs to be moved around. And well, you could do with moving it around, doesn't need to be, but these things are important. And once you start focusing on it, it is something you'd be surprised how far you can come. I really notice, actually, I'm glad I talked about it today, because I really notice, like I just mentioned, I've been really busy with the holidays and stuff, and I really notice a difference right now, that like this is all kind of rising up and more triangular. But I was actually just working on it, massaging it, and I feel like I had like more of a handle on just moving that circulation. So I really like how effective that can be, because I don't like the there's always something we gotta be doing, right? It's like, drink more water, and like, oh, I got bad posture, and like, oh, it's like, I thought you gotta get a break somewhere. And so this isn't really like a perspective of like, fix it. It's like, no, it's just add in a little massage, and you'll slowly become more conscientious of it. And that's pretty cool. I do plan to do a video on posture. The exercise, the exercise that I like is, it's the one that, it's so funny. This is gonna sound funny, but it is one that you look absolutely ridiculous doing. So every time I think about that, I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna have a lot of fun editing that footage, because it's a very it's not flattering, but it is effective and it is important. Like, I think that is, whew, it's tough. It's tough, hey? Like, when you really look at all of the things that are supposed to be exactly how they're supposed to be, it's like, it takes physical work and intention to make sure that you're holding in your stomach and standing properly, but it is worthwhile for physical health and like pain management. So that's what's got me onto it. Otherwise, I'd probably just wear my hair down and like be on my phone and I wouldn't really care. But it's important. Oh, thank you so much for all of your chats. Now you can ask me any skincare questions that you have before we end this live in a few minutes. I am here to help, and I will be listing all of the products that I used down in the description, so you can go and check them out. I really like all of them. What am I gonna do now? Forget. I am gonna edit a video tonight, and I'm so excited about that. It's a good one. That's a great question. Need more coffee? She asks about, let me go back to the question. It's evaporating for me. So, but I did see your question, and that's a great one. You've got a handle on the skin on your face, but you would like to address the skin on your buttocks and your thighs, make it a little nicer. I'm assuming that you may have what I would have naturally, which is like rough, bumpy, you know, like rough and bumpy and just not smooth. Well, in my experience for myself, I know that I produce like a lot of skin, if you will. And if that skin isn't aggressively exfoliated, aggressively and evenly exfoliated, then it does build up and create that rough, bumpy texture. So there's oil under the skin, and there's like 35 layers of skin literally sitting on top of that oil gland. And so you have like hundreds of those all over one area, and the whole skin just feels rough. And you go to moisturize it, but you're just kind of adding a lipid on top of this like oil gland with like 35 layers of skin and a bit of moisturizer. So it's really important to try to get your hands on something. Let me see if I've got it. Try to get your hands on something. Maybe not this one. Something that is aggressive enough, like a chemical exfoliant that is aggressive enough. The industry is lagging in this area in terms of, like, products exist, but it's just coming into the realm of consciousness in the US here that our body actually needs more exfoliation than the face. So in order to get rid of that rough, bumpy skin, what I do is I use exfoliating gloves. That's not a 100% even coverage, because when you think of it logically, like, how do you know that you're doing it until it's done, and then you're doing it till it's done on this area and this area. So that's one way, but also using like an actual chemical body wash, like a chemical exfoliant body wash. I do have that. Chihuahua time, hold on. What is it? Oh yeah. Oh, I love this. I literally love this. Okay, but beautiful. Oh, you're handsome. Yes, this is a great example of something that is a very strong glycolic, lactic acid body cleanser. This is fantastic, and I love this. So things like this that are actually strong enough will, over time, eat through all of those dead skin layers and eventually eat away of that oil that kind of like sits under the skin. And as long as you moisturize, you're good. Oh, he's so gorgeous. Oh, he's so cute. I love this dog. He's so handsome. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. It's kind of gotten so big though. It's really hard for me to hold you comfortably. I love you. Oh. I love you guys too. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me just see all of your chats here. So this is Big Beautiful. This is Bruce. Oh, he's so handsome. Nice. He's so gorgeous. He's like a Pomeranian and Chihuahua mix. He's so cutie. I love him. What animal would you be? I love that question. That's amazing. I don't know. That's actually so funny. I love Chihuahuas though. I really, really love Chihuahuas. They're so cute. And my little guy, like, he's honestly like pretty poorly behaved a lot of the time. I tried to chain him, but and it worked, but you do have to like keep your ground, and I just think he's so cute. So it's hard to be a disciplined dog owner when he's just so cute. If you guys enjoyed this skincare date and just hanging out with me, please give this live a thumbs up. I will see you down in the description with all of the products that I used. And I will see you again for another live. As I figure this out, I just really appreciate you guys being here and hanging out with me. And I wish you good luck wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Wish me luck with my edit. I'm about to edit a really cool video, and I'll see you very soon.